We're back on the Morning Brew with friends. This is great. We got a full sofa here. And let's see if I can get everybody's names right. Manny Gonzalez, the sheriff, and Chris Celaya from the Bernalillo County Fire Department, and well, buddy, Commissioner Art De La Cruz. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
And this is cool because you guys have been working. There's been some, I guess you call them unincorporated areas of the county, I think is the best way to describe them, right? And Pajarito Mesa is one of the big ones. And there's some news, there's some stuff going on out there. Art, I know this is part of one of your projects you've been working on for a long time out there. So
absolutely.
What is actually going on?
Well, let me tell you, we have a 5 by 5 mile square roughly with about 400 families that are frankly living off the grid. And when you live off the grid, there's a lot of safety issues and infrastructure issues. And working with the sheriff and the chief, I think we have a solution finally.
Great. Well, this is the thing. Take us back a little bit, if you would, because not everybody's up to speed on what Pajarito Mesa is.
Well, Dan, thank you. It's been covered actually even in the New York Times, but you have a place that it's like a colonia. It's a place where people have decided to live off the grid. There's no infrastructure, no right-of-ways, and no roads. How do you keep them safe?
Right. And how do you guys do that? I mean, that's like, if somebody's out there and they have to call the fire department, they have to call the sheriff's office, how do you even find them? You can't, there's no address in a colonia, you're right? There's no, like, you can't say we're like, go 3 miles down and hang a left. Like, how do you even find people out there?
Referencing markers, points of different landmarks, so to speak.
Right.
So that was one way, but now with this new technology, that's all changed.
Great. So how are you guys using this technology and what is going on, Chief?
Well, I think one of the things that makes it important is we don't have address out there. So how do we identify a structure? Well, we have this new structure identification number. And again, it's a voluntary process. People can identify themselves. But with all the work that we've put into it, we're able to map it and identify the actual location just based on that number.
That's very cool. I think we even have a photo of this map. We have some of this. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. And those are all the structure points. And this is, so where are we even looking here on this map? It's I-40, it looks like on the north.
Imagine, Dan, imagine that you are on Coors Boulevard, about 15 miles from downtown.
Yes.
And it is the Southwest Mesa with top of Pajarito Road.
Right, you can see it from the freeway, I think, really, right? And then how did the folks end up moving there? How did this community develop? I mean, it's been there for several years, but I don't know how it even became what it is.
A number of ways. First of all, the land was cheap. That was the first way. There were people that needed to have a home, didn't have a home.
Right.
And so consequently, you buy an inexpensive mobile home, or you build a claptrap kind of shack and you live out there.
Right. But there was no services, there's no water, there's no sewer, there's nothing official out there. That's why the land was cheap, I suppose, right? But now that it's such a large population, we've got to figure out a way to serve them, right?
Absolutely, and the county's taken a number of steps. First of all, through my efforts and support of the commission, we bought a brush truck which allows for fire suppression. The chief has a vehicle that he can take on to rough terrain.
Wait, Chief, what's a brush truck? That sounds like something awesome that I would love to drive, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a special type of vehicle that, other than residential where you have normal streets, just a little bit for rougher terrain allows us to get in and out of there.
That's very cool. So you can go anywhere with it.
Pretty much.
Terrain vehicle. See, these guys have a helicopter.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
And in your case, when you guys are trying to go out there and help people, I mean, what does this kind of new technology help for you guys? I mean, other than just being able to identify where people are, I mean, does this really help you guys map problem areas and what else can you do with this?
It really increases our response time, which is very important in terms of service, whether it's an emergency service for EMT, or whether it's just a law enforcement service that they need for a call for service. And whether it's a crime in progress or just a need for, let's say, a rescue effort.
Right,
So,
right. There's a million reasons why, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And keep in mind, even a fire, which is very visible,
Right.
but just because of the lack of infrastructure, the roads are difficult.
Right.
And this allows us to actually map it out and get us to there a lot
That way
faster.
you're not just driving through someone's backyard trying to get to a fire.
Correct, yeah. Yep.
Which would be the worst, I suppose, right? So how many service calls do you guys get out there? I mean, is this something that was becoming critical at some point? I mean, at 400 families, has that become a critical mass for needing services in a region like this?
Well, I think anytime one person needs a service and it's emergency service, it's a critical thing. So
Right.
now that it's growing out there, there's probably more of a need. But it's just the fact that, with the technology that's needed and the no infrastructure, this is a very important asset for them.
Right. And before I forget to ask, Sheriff, last time you were on, we were talking about recruiting. I know you guys
Yes.
were in the middle of a big recruiting drive. How's that going? Are you still looking for officers?
We still are, so if you're interested, let us know.
It's
And,
burnco.gov, right?
Burnco.gov, and also, there's people are in the testing process right now. You can pick it up through our website. But it's going very, very, very well.
Very cool. And Chief, are you guys looking for people too? I know that's always kind of it's a constant need in your business, right?
It is, and we have a class currently going through.
Oh, cool.
Cadets.
How long? I don't know much about the Fire Academy for the Academy. Is it a long, arduous process, or is
It's
it?
about a 4.5 month academy.
Oh wow, that sounds like a long time. And you learn how to. I've seen the guys do the things where they climb the ladders and do all the. That's just. Is that fun, or is it just hard work? Or is it both?
A little of both. Yeah. A little of both.
And you and I have talked several times about economic development in the county, especially in your district. What's the latest on that front? I know that there was some stuff going on out on South 2nd Street. You had some big projects. There was some stuff by Prince Road going on. What else is going on the economic development area?
Well, I'll tell you what, Las Estancias is just blowing and going. We have the movie theaters are almost completed. We're going to have 14 screens there. It's going to offer a great entertainment opportunity for our residents. There's restaurants going up, and there's going to be some really neat announcements in a couple of months. I'm not going to share it with you, Dan. Sorry.
You can make all the news you want on the Morning Brew. We'll take it.
But we're going to have a big outfit that'll move into the valley soon, and I'll make sure and let you know as soon as they give me the green light.
That sounds like a plan. Well, this has been brought to you by Burnco on the Brew. We love it when we get everybody on. You like a little graphic there, isn't that great? We love that. We're going back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew because we got Carlos and Chris from Tractor Brewing, and they're going to be talking all about some really great stuff on the Morning Brew with Friends.